4 hours non-stop. We're not going to settle for this. We're not going to settle for a loss, man. We're going for a dub. It ain't happening. Cougars, Huskies, beware, man.
Which, we going to come back second quarter?
Half.
Yeah? Half, second half, yeah?
Big.
Big? By how many points, you think?
Couple touchdowns.
Couple touchdowns. Here we go, guys. Go Cougs!
Midway through the third quarter, with USC ahead 24-14, the Cougars had the ball on the USC 7, but Gerald Henry stepped in and intercepted a Drew Bledsoe pass intended for Calvin Scheckschneider.
You know, looked over there, I thought I threw a ball that either Scheckschneider or catch would be out of bounds, but the guy made a great play on it, came back, got the interception, and took points off the board for us.
On the Cougars' next possession, Aaron Price missed a 29-yard field goal, and USC dodged another bullet.
They're a good football team, but they weren't 10 points better than us. So I think we just didn't execute better. I don't know, I think we let this one slip out our fingers.
After a devastating loss to USC in 1989, the Cougars were never the same. This Cougar team is confident they can regroup for Oregon.
I think we'll just get going and regroup and come back.
Historically, this might be a devastation to this team, but the reaction I've seen from all the players in the locker room, walking off the field and so on, is that guys are just really mad. And there's just a fire burning in people's guts right now. And you know, you talk to anybody on the team, we'd love to go out and play Oregon right now to redeem ourselves.
Speaking on behalf of the entire USC community, we feel very bad about breaking Washington State's perfect record. Really bad.
That's what makes the athletic training job a lot of fun, is when you can get a kid that might be questionable for the week, help him get well, help him be able to go out and play safely, have a good game, help the Cougs win. That's kind of what it's all about. It makes you feel like you've had some success.
So I think it's a great place to experience all the emotions of life. Everything from happiness to sadness to victory to tragedy. And you can experience all those things in one split second on this sideline. And I think that's one of the things that makes my job exciting, being a part of it, being around a great group of young kids and having a lot of fun.
The bottom line in Oregon's 34-17 win over Washington State was the Oregon defense never allowing the Cougar offense to get into gear.
That's really tough offense. Once we get in a groove and we get in a rhythm, we start rolling, and there's nobody going to stop us. And today we start off the game, we're 3 and out.
And then we were able to shut us down, and then when they had the opportunities, we didn't capitalize on it. You know, we just weren't consistent. We had the turnovers, the penalties, and everything. You know, just we shot ourselves in the foot a little bit, and then they did a good job of taking us out of the game at times too.
Despite losing their last 2 games, the Cougars are still 6-2 and can still reach some of their preseason goals if they turn things around.
This is good for this team, though. I think I don't want to say I'm glad we lost, but I think this is going to be a good test to see if we can rise back up and go 9-2, which isn't bad. So, but I think this is going to test the character of this football team.
We don't have anything to prove. We just got to, look at ourselves. This is a test for us. It's going to test our character. It's going to test what we're made of. Right now, it's not what happens to you. It's how you react to it.
People frequently do what we call captured audiences. Like a classroom.
I've been doing this for about 4 years now, so I pretty much got a hold of how to balance time in between. When I'm not doing football, that's when school comes. Whatever comes first, if I have a test in Spanish, such as today, I studied for that last night, and for my test Tuesday, I'd probably study Sunday and Monday. So you got to learn to separate the two.
It's hard. I mean, my first year here, I had like 1-9, I had to be reinstated. It was real hard trying to get everything done. But as the years go by, you just get more used to, what you have to do, how you got to manage your time to get stuff done. And I come here and I know I want to be a biology major, so, I got to take the classes I got to take, and you got to do it no matter what. Just realizing that you're not going to go anywhere without an education.
Once again, a Washington State win was keyed by a big game from the defense. Arizona State had chances to build a big first-half lead, but the Cougar defense stole the momentum.
We figured this was our bowl game today.
you know, we just had to come out and perform like that, and we did. And the last 2 games that we lost, and there were games that we could have won. Just Oregon came out and played a better football game than we did. In USC, we let some things slip away. So there was no thoughts of 89. There was no thoughts of losing 5 in a row. There was no thoughts of losing 3 in a row. So we just came out and played ball.
Field position became a Cougar ally in the second half. Then senior C.J. Davis made the offensive play of the day.
Well, it was a boot, and the strong safety bailed out, and I got behind the free safety, and Drew just put it up there and up for grabs, and I came down with it, basically.
The Cougars are right back in the Pac-10 race.
Here to see John Rushing. He's a defensive back, Washington State. He's pretty tough guy. He's my nephew, and this is his aunt, and this is his uncle, and his grandfather over there, and his cousin back here, and these are his cousins, little cousins. So,
real special to me because I raised him.
Made a few tackles. I, heard, little screams and stuff in the little section. So it's fun. You always want to play, a lot better, at home. So, for people who don't get to see you, as often, get to come out here and watch. So you always want to, do a lot better and, notice those people in the stands.
Calvin Shake Snyder.
And why is that?
He's my son. Oh, he wants me at every game. I won't get to see him for Thanksgiving. This is our Thanksgiving right here.
It was great because she doesn't get a chance to see the games too often. It's always special when your parents or your family can come visit you. It makes you play a little bit harder.
I heard in the first half that SC beat Arizona, so our destiny was in our own hands. We just couldn't take care of it and get it done.
Everybody was talking about that when we came in, and we knew what we had to do. We just had to win this game. It just didn't go that way for us tonight.
The roses are over there. I mean, it's history. Yeah, sure. It was in our hands, and sure, a great place to be in, but we let it slip right through our hands, didn't we? We fumbled it away.
This team's, we've shown a lot of character, I think, all year. We even showed a lot of character today. Nobody was quitting. Everybody was playing hard right up to the end. And, we know we have confidence we can come back and bounce back from this one against the Dogs and play tough.
We got the Huskies to look at next, and we got to worry about beating them before anything. So.
Great football weather.
Great! This is the way football's meant to be played. Toes are a little cold.
I was dreaming of this. I dreamed of this 3 nights before this game. The weather said no snow. I knew it was going to show up just for me.
Well, this is Cougar weather. This is what it's all about. Huskies aren't going to be ready for this.
Now, Napoleon can't cut in this. We're gonna eat him alive.
This is Pullman weather.
Cougars don't have a chance. Huskies don't have a chance.
That's perfect.
I have to put fertilizer on the lines, so to actually say you can identify them during the game.
I didn't know what to think. I just thought, man, snow, because I don't consider myself that type of player that can play in snow.
It's kind of crazy, but I knew we were going to beat them from the very get-go, If you watch our defense every week, we give up one long drive.
Halftime, we come in and we just sat down. There wasn't much talking because we were still down 7-6, and we understood that we had a very big job ahead of us because the Huskies are a very good football team.
Well, second half, that's the money half, basically. I mean, the third and the fourth quarter, you can win. That's when you start winning the game. And we came out, they made good adjustments. We came out to win the game, and I think that's what we did. After I had scored, I think that's where the momentum really got started, and we just look forward from there. CJ was running the post and I was running the streak, and I had my man beat the whole way, and Drew said he just threw the ball up, and he knew one of us was going to come down with it, and after I caught it, CJ hit me pretty hard.
The first one was a counter play. Andy Tribble told me earlier in the game that he was going to lead the way, and that's what he did. The second one, Drew audibled at the line of scrimmage and went right up the middle for a touchdown.
I
think it'll continue to sink in probably all week and probably all year. You know, I was just telling these guys that Mark Rippon called here yesterday and talked to Coach Price, and he said that even after playing in 2 Super Bowls, being the MVP of the Super Bowl, his greatest memory ever of playing football is when he beat the Huskies here in Martin Stadium. So I think it'll probably continue to sink in for the rest of my life.